Oh, this is going to be a great challenge, especially since it's the first game. We all know the history behind Clemson and Georgia playing, and so we know the rivalry, what we're going against, and the challenge with Hudson Mason, Todd Gurley, and all the other guys they got over there. They're a tremendous football team, and they got a lot of respect within their program.
How important is it for you not to try to play outside of the system, maybe coming up when you don't come up, or just making sure you do what you're supposed to do in these kind of games? Because they showed last year that they can make big plays, they can go 80 yards on people.
Yeah, that's the whole key. You got to play within the system. You got to be disciplined, and I've probably learned that more than anything since I've been here. You have to be disciplined, and you have to do your job so everybody else, the other 10 people on the field, can do their job. If you don't do your job, then that's part of that 11 people that are out there that's not doing their job.
Do you ever feel like you're the daddy of a bunch of young puppies back there? With all that youth that you've got surrounding you?
Oh yeah, sometimes definitely I can tell that I'm older about the way I think, but those guys, they're maturing real quick. We got 8, 9 young guys back there, and it's sometimes it's challenging, but it's fun also to see those guys grow and look up to you and ask you questions and buy into the system and what we're doing here.
Have they asked you anything about how do I handle Saturday, being on the road, big environment? Some of these guys have never played something like that.
They haven't actually really asked me, but you can tell they give like hints of how to handle certain things, and how game day would be, and same thing like Tiger walks, and just especially someone like TJ Green. He's done it all, but he's on a different side of the ball now, so he has little simple questions of how it would be, and you just try to give him the best answers that you can.
What has Mackenzie Alexander shown that's enabled him to grab that starting spot?
His work ethic. Mackenzie's going to work. That's one thing he's known for around here. He's going to work day in and day out. He want to be the best, and I really believe that one day he's going to be a real great player at Clemson.
On paper, it sounds like should be the best defense during your tenure here. Is that kind of panned out on what you've seen on the field and workouts?
We had the opportunity to be the best defense, but we haven't played a game yet. Paper is paper. Anybody can, look at paper and say you're supposed to be this and supposed to be that. But what we want to do is make sure that we go out there and actually execute the calls, play within the game plan, do what we're supposed to do, and then we'll let everything else handle itself.
Ideally, to look at this game and break it down statistically, if we can hold Gurley under a certain level of rushing, we ought to have a good shot at having this game turn for us, or give you an example.
Definitely if we can hold Todd Gurley down to rushing yards, but you can't just think about that because you got a quarterback, Hudson Mason, that waited his turn there, and he's anxious to get out there, for all the years that he waited behind Aaron Murray to show what he can do. So you can't just say we just going to shut down Todd Gurley and the game will be just fine. Hudson Mason, a great quarterback. He managed the offense. He's been there. He knows the offense in and out, just like Cole Stout does. And so he's anxious to go out there and perform and show the world what he can do too.
Did you touch Gurley last year?
Yes, I had. I touched him. It's a big boy. It's a real big boy.
Was it a clean hit? Or
I had some skips and I had a couple clean hits, but I can tell you when you tackling, it's like tackling a tree trunk. So.
Do you dream about catching him about mid-chest and knocking him back?
That would be lovely. That would be nice. But I'm just go out there and make a tackle. That's all. I just want to get him down on the ground. That's the idea, and that's what we're going to go out there and try to do.
Stop the train.
Dabo said he still thinks about wake up thinking about some of those runs that Gurley made last year. Still, is that something that has kind of weighed on your mind, or something that you've gone back and watched the film again from last year's game about him, or do you kind of look to just say, all right, new year, new game?
Both of those. You can't think about the past, and you can't let what he did last year affect you this year. But you know what he can do. He's proven what he can do, and he's a tremendous running back. We saw up close and personal what he can do, and it's not like it was 5 games in the season till he wait till it's proven. So he did it off the first game last year. So we don't forget, but we also can't let that hinder us for what we're going to do this season.
So you're giving Hudson Mason a lot of respect. Do you see the correlation, similarities to his situation coming into this game and Cole's for you guys?
Yeah, I see the same situation. I'm not going to say the same quarterbacks at all because those guys both have to go out there and, you know, do their job. But, yeah, both of them waited out. They both know the system. I believe Cole probably knows the system more than anybody we ever had here because he's been here all 4 years Coach Moore's been here. So he knows it in and out. And Hudson Mason, he knows it in and out. He's been there with Coach Bobo, and so he knows all about that offense too. So both of those quarterbacks know the offense in and out, and they both wait their turn to go out there and prove to the world what they can do.